Yes, that's right, we are back. And today we've come down to a brand new skate park here in Tregony. Now this only opened yesterday and I managed to brave Storm Benjamin, got a couple of runs in on that mini ramp and it's an absolute cracker. I reckon that was the windiest I've ever skated in, and I haven't skated a mini ramp for a while, so it certainly was a challenge. Now in this video I want to take a quick tour around this park, have a look at the features and most importantly get a bit of skating done. I brought JJ along today as a bit of a stunt jockey because he usually finds interesting little places to skate, and this skate park is definitely on the smaller side of things, which is pretty exciting, so it should be right up JJ's street. I had a bit of a battle with the weather this morning. It was really wet and full of mud, so we've done a bit of squeegeeing, done a bit of toweling, and while we're waiting for it to dry off I think I'll switch this camera around and have a quick look around to see what's cooking. Okay, this skate park is built on 2 levels and it's located at the end of a playing field, which is pretty exposed, and the wind was funneling down yesterday, blowing the dogs off their leads. Oh my gosh. So at the top of the skate park we've got this 80cm quarter pipe which sends us down into the street course, and on the right hand side there is a knee-high sized ledge, and on the left hand side is a curb size ledge stroke manual pad. There's also an option to ride on to a grind on the back of the mini ramp deck, and you can also fly up onto the top there. Looks primed for a manual across the top, and I really fancy giving that one a go. As we come down to the other end of the street course there is another mini quarter pipe to turn round on, and then we go down into the mini ramp section. So this mini ramp is 80cm tall and it looks like the perfect size to learn tricks on. I find there's a bit of an anxiety curve with ramp sizes, so we start with a massive ramp with huge anxiety, and then that curve comes down as we get to about 2.5 to 3 foot, which is a perfect size for me to learn stuff on and have a low-key session. And then the anxiety goes back up as the ramps get smaller and steeper because I'm 6'3" and not that agile. Now blended into the side of this side of the mini ramp we've got some micro ramps which look prime for learning tricks on, and on this side of the mini ramp we have hips on either end which offer an opportunity to do airs and tricks. So we can come down this flat bank, hit a hip, do a trick, and then we're into the flow of the mini ramp. So on this side we can see the other side of that ride on grind stroke manual across the top option, and then coming over we see those features mirrored. So we've got a micro ramp and also a flat bank that funnel down into that hip, and that is pretty much everything in this skate park. I reckon it's a really nice blend of fun-sized opportunities, but enough of my yakking. The wind is starting to funnel down, the weather is coming in, so I reckon we've got to be quick if we're going to get any sort of skate session in at all. Yeah, the concrete's super smooth and it's also been sealed, so with a bit of moisture on, it's pretty slidey. Obviously not advisable for an average rider like me, but JJ seems to be getting away with it in a sort of cheeky kid style. I'm gonna dry it with my bum. Just a skateboard's width so I can get a rock fakey tail stool. This is desperate times. Yeah, it's definitely damp. How about a river dance on this little guy? Oh, first try. Let's see if you can get it so you're only stood on one foot when you come back in. Crikey, we are deep into autumn here in the UK. The wind has picked up, the rain has set in, and sadly that is the end of this session. This skate park is a lot of fun. Just had enough time for JJ to feel out this little across the deck feature, and that seems like that could be a lot of fun. I could set my sights on trying to get a manual there. Also really fancy getting the ride on grind across the back there as well. Everything flows really nicely. Again, JJ checked out these little tiny quarter pipes and they seem pretty mini, but I reckon they could be fun for learning new tricks. And then the mini ramp is one of my favourites. It sets up just as you would expect. It's super friendly. This side feels a bit mellower with slightly mellower coping. And then this side feels slightly steeper with slightly sort of more proud coping. And I reckon that's a real bonus. It's sort of like a Swiss Army knife of a mini ramp. I've had such limited time skating it. I'm hoping it'll burn through again. We had a lovely double rainbow, which was sort of sending the message that the rain was coming because the wind is coming this way. So I'm wondering if the rain stops whether we could get another thing, but the towels are soaking wet. Anyway, enough of my yakking. Let me know what you think of this skate park design in the comments below. As ever, my name's been John Bishop, and I'll see you next time.